wear these underneath. Those furs get hot.
Can't blame him. I didn't feel the heat myself.
There you are. Oscar.
You have a split personality.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Lying down and standing up. You're like two entirely different people.
Excuse me. Did you see a man wearing a cat mask?
There are certain nights when a thick, chilling fog can steal in from the sea and hang low in the city streets. It covers buildings and alleys, transforming the familiar into a mysterious world. On those nights, anything can happen.
Here it is. We're even now. We won't be seeing each other again, I'm glad to say.
The feeling's mutual. Now get out of my office.
Hey, pal, where you been? I've been waiting for you.
Mike, you ought to wear a bell or something. It's good to see you.
It's good to see you, too, but I gotta tell you something. You're on my list. You've been in Europe for almost a year, and you didn't write Velda a single letter.
Hey, I tried to call her as soon as my plane landed. Can I help it if you answered the phone?
Come on, Gary. Your sister worries about you. You know that. You're the only family she's got, aside from me.
Yeah, well, give me a chance to explain, huh?
Yeah, save it for Velda. Come on, I'll buy you a beer.
No, come on, Mike. I want to tell you right now. I don't want to explain later. I want to tell you now. Mike. Come on, Mike. I don't want a beer. You got me, Mike.
It was easy.
I'm not sure what to say, except I'm really surprised. I've been out of the country too long. It's good to be back with friends. Thank you. I had a little something shipped back.
Oh.
And even though you beat me up a lot when we were kids,
You
I'll
lie.
give it to you anyway.
You didn't have to do this. Oh, Gary. It's beautiful. Where did it come from?
Oh, China. From Paris. Marseille.
Definitely not from a cereal box.
I think you'll like it. It's a beauty.
Oh, Gary. Thank you.
You deserve it, sweetie. I mean it. And I deserve a drink. So, if you'll excuse me.
Sure, go ahead. This was the perfect place to surprise him. Most of Gary's friends didn't know they could get to this part of town without a passport.
Yeah, I'm glad I wore my clean shirt.
Mm-hmm. Come on, let me introduce you around.
Okay.
Hi, hope you have a good time. Hi there.
Hello.
Darling, did you know that you had a certain je ne sais quoi?
No, I didn't. I hope it clears up.
Mike, come on. I'd like you to meet Simon and Rhonda Rodale of the Rodale Fur Salon.
How do you do? Hello?
Gary imports their jewelry and fashion accessories.
Huh.
This is my boss, Mike Hammer.
Oh, yes, the private eye. How thrilling. What do you think about being in all those life and death situations?
I think I prefer life.
Mr. Hammer, you must bring the woman in your life in for one of Simon's furs.
Well,
The woman in his life wears a leather coat.
Zelda, come on.
Oh, macho, Mr. Hammer. Very macho.
Excuse us. Mike, here's someone I've been thinking you should meet. Gary's partner, Noel Robbins.
Hello.
Well, Mike Hammer. I can't tell you how often Gary's talked about you.
Well, I hope he only told you the good things.
Most of the time.
Were you in Europe with Gary?
No. Stayed home, took care of the office while he was gone.
Must be a happy office.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have hockey in China. Okay. Simon, something has come up. I've got to talk to you.
After the party?
You know where to meet me.
Got it.
Jenny, refill. Vodka martini, please.
Yes, sir. Coming right up. You know, it's really great to see you back, Mr. World Traveler.
Believe it or not, you're looking better than before I left.
Oh, yeah? Well, maybe this will blur your vision even more.
For a special bulletin.
His body was found just a few hours ago. Captain James Maxwell slashed to death in his downtown office. Witnesses reported an unidentifiable figure fleeing the scene.
Oh, great.
Gary, you okay?
Yeah. I'm really wasted. It's been a long trip.
Maybe you should go home and get some rest.
I think so. Do you mind?
Of course not.
Listen, thanks, everyone. I'll see you all soon, okay?
I'll walk you out.
Mike?
Get some sleep.
I still can't get over this. I mean, it is so beautiful.
You're my only family, Velda. I enjoy doing things for you. I'll give you a ring in the morning, okay?
Sure I can't give you a lift?
No, I think I'll walk. I've got a stop to make.
Okay, thanks again, Gary.
Love you, kid.
I love you too.
Hey, give me a dollar.
Dear God.
I want you to write this down.
Medical examiner.
Okay.
Velda, look at me. Look at me.
I want to see him.
No, you do not want to see him.
I don't understand. Why would anybody...
Mike, better take her home and put her to bed. Give her 2 of these and she'll be able to sleep fine.
Thanks. Come on, darling, I'm going to take you home. Now listen. I'm going to take care of everything, I promise you. But we both knew I couldn't take care of everything. I couldn't bring Gary back to life.
Look, I'm sorry, very sorry. Every officer on the force has been alerted to the man in the mask.
What mask?
There was another killing last night. Same MO as Gary. May sound a little weird, Mike, but the killer was seen wearing what looked like a cat mask.
Who was the other victim?
Mr. Barrington.
Excuse me, General.
Name was James Maxwell. He's a ship's captain.
Maxwell. Yeah, I heard about that guy on TV.
I'm going to give you all the information I got on him.
What, against regulations?
This is for Velda. You find something, I want a piece of it.
If there's a piece left. Thanks, Pat.
Okay, Mike.
Thanks.
If you're looking for something in furs, this one doesn't shed.
What a shame.
Would you like to hibernate?
I'd love to, but I might have trouble falling asleep.
All right, Christine, that's enough. Mr. Levinson will want to see that in room 2. I'm sorry, I'm a bit edgy. Simon and I were so upset about Gary. He was a good friend to us both.
Yeah, me too.
Honey boy, the invoice is on those chinchillas. I can't seem to find the carbons.
They're there.
Bewildering. Absolutely bewildering. I've located the beaver and the mink, but I just can't seem to put my finger on the chinchilla.
Well, they're right here, under your nose.
Oh, my goodness. And I didn't smell a thing. Mr. Hammer, you must excuse us, but you've come here at just a bad time.
Well, it's a bad time for all of us. This won't take long. Did either of you ever hear Gary talk about his relationship with Captain James Maxwell?
No. Simon?
Oh, no. Never heard of it.
Tell me a little bit about your business dealings with Gary.
Well, Simon and Gary worked together very closely. He was our design consultant. He was invaluable to us.
Did he ever play around with the girls?
He had an eye for a pretty face, but he never seemed to let it get out of hand.
I think some of them had their eye on him.
Well, Rhonda should know. I mean, after all, that's how she met me.
Simon, I wasn't chasing you.
But you caught me, didn't you, Sugar Bunch?
Would you mind if I had a look around Gary's studio?
Oh, that's no problem. Noelle's there now. I'll call if you like.
That's okay. I can just nod. Thank you.
We wear these underneath. Those furs get hot.
I can't blame him. I'm beginning to feel the heat from here. When I arrived at Gary's studio, somebody was doing something very suspicious. Lose something?
No. No, I was just straightening up a little. What are you doing here?
Oh, I just wanted to take a look around. Right?
No, go right ahead.
Is this Gary's desk?
Yes. Just what are you looking for, Mr. Hammer?
I really don't know. Anything. Place to start. Tell me something. You and Gary get along?
Gary wasn't just my partner. He was my closest and dearest friend. Do you suspect me?
I suspect everybody.
What would I have to gain?
Money. Surviving partner insurance.
I think you better leave now.
The question is, how much? What's this?
That's a picture of Gary and Velda when they were kids. I thought Velda might want it.
Sorry. You have mice? Nice try. Betsy's always been hard to handle in the hands of a woman.
Mystery Theater here on A&E.
See about that.
All right. Velda, hi.
Sweetheart, what are you doing here?
Just catching up on a few things.
Velda, you don't have to do this now. Now, come on.
Now is as good a time as any.
Listen, darling, why don't you just take the day off, huh?
I want to do it now.
I don't know what I'd do without you. Come on, let's talk. Tell me something. Was Gary involved with anybody on a personal level?
No, I don't think so. I mean, nothing permanent or important, you know, just targets of opportunity.
Did he have any enemies? Was there anybody or anything that you might have been afraid of?
No. Everybody liked Gary.
Well, not everybody. Ozzie had picked up a lead on Captain Maxwell. Seems he had spent a lot of time traveling back and forth between the Orient and the States. And he'd done some work for a company called the Liang Steamship Lines. The headquarters were in Chinatown.
Excuse me, my name is Mike Hammer.
Sorry, fella, we just closed.
Sir, I wouldn't do that if I were you. Look, I just want to ask you a couple of questions.
Send a letter.
Good idea, kumquat. You can type it.
You can stay as long as you want. The boss is out.
Not out, just down. Now, tell the ladies you can have the rest of the afternoon off.
Get the afternoon.
Don't forget this.
I'll make a note. For you, pal, you do not get the day off. So just sit down, relax, and keep your hands where I can see them.
Mike, you ever think of going into labor relations? You got a real knack for it.
Thank you, Ozzie. Your knack is for figures. Why don't you take a look at these? Is that your cat?
Yeah. What do you want?
A little customer service. I want some answers. What was Captain James Maxwell into when he was killed?
I don't know what you're talking about. Maxwell was killed by a psycho.
I know how he was killed. I want to know why. Now, look, pal. I strongly suggest you start talking, or I'm going to invite the Harbor Patrol, the Coast Guard, and the police department over here for a little light lunch and some heavy reading.
Mike.
Yeah.
Mike, I got 3 voyages of Captain Maxwell's ship here. Ports are called Hong Kong, Macau, and Singapore. But there's a pattern here that smells. 4 times he left Macau headed for Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Each time he returns to Macau for repairs or fuel.
Yeah, well, you can bet he didn't go back for another order of egg foo young. What was Maxwell smuggling?
How do I know? We just deal with the ships, not the cargo. You guys are buying trouble. This is assault, breaking and entering, invasion of privacy, kidnapping.
You better save some space on that list.
For what?
Manslaughter.
Okay. Okay. Maxwell had connections. Southeast Asia, from the war. He's in the first ship's captain to slide an item or two past customs.
I'm shocked. What kind of item? Who for?
International Tool and Stamping. Listen, I just took the money. I looked the other way. I don't know what he was moving. I didn't want to know.
For a couple of items, huh? Right. Thanks very much. You got what you need, Oz?
Well, enough to keep me busy for the whole weekend.
So, if you be a nice boy, you'll get this back. Pat Chambers also had some information on Captain Maxwell.
Chris, you misunderstood me. I was referring to common usage. And in this case, my office is happy to announce a forthcoming update. You can quote me on that one. No further statements at this time. Thank you.
And that's the latest.
Kind of late for the Saturday morning cartoons.
How's Velda holding up?
Oh, she's doing a lot better. I'll tell you, that lady's got a lot of guts.
Yeah, she always did. The file on Maxwell. He did haul for international tool and stamping. Mostly Japanese steel.
Steel isn't smuggling and rob?
Found that in his personal log stashed away in his safe. Like, a lot of the items here don't mix in with the tool and stamping company.
Like what?
Tapestry, jade, ivory. Get this, Mike, religious art objects to the tune of over $1 million.
That's not a tune, that's a symphony.
Very good.
Like a lot of murders, the motive appeared to be money, a giant smuggling operation. I had to find out if Gary was involved.
Maxwell had brought some things into the country for Gary, but well, that was all above board, I promise you, Mike. Gary was as stray as an arrow.
Arrows fall to earth sooner or later.
Mike, Gary was my partner. If he was involved in anything, anything illegal like smuggling, I'd have to know about it.
Maybe, maybe not. What was he doing overseas?
Well, he'd gotten involved with some import business with Simon Rodale.
Furs?
No. Jewelry, accessories, special things like that.
Nice cat.
Yeah, she's an import, too. You know, speaking of imports, there's a shipment due sometime today from the Orient.
You know where it's going?
Yeah, the company warehouse, 625 Front Street. I'm sure Simon and Rhonda are there getting it ready for customs.
You know where to find me. Thanks for the coffee.
Hold it. Where are you going?
Nowhere until you get out of my way.
This place is off limits. No one goes in without permission. Understood?
Hey, pal, you're putting a hole in my suit.
This is not funny.
Yeah, what about this?
What is he doing?
Can't you guys read? Hey, pal, you're hooked up with the wrong guy.
Hey, no fighting here. What are you doing? No trouble. We don't...
Come on, boys. Let's just sit down and talk about this over a couple of egg rolls, okay? You don't like egg rolls? Hey, have some tuna.
Hey, fish tank!
What? Catch! Okay, Godzilla, cool off. What is this? You all from the same family? Oh, boy. Have a yellowtail. You too. Happy New Year! I finally made it to the warehouse, and I just hoped I hadn't missed the Rodales. I hadn't. Simon Rodale wouldn't be anybody's honey bunch anymore.
Honey bunch. Oh, my. Honey bunch.
I was sure that the smuggled goods I found in the warehouse had something to do with Simon Rodale's murder. But the puzzle still had a missing piece, and it was shaped like the killer.
Sweetheart,
Ozzie's inside.
Feel any better?
Not much.
Anything I can do?
Just find the monster that killed my brother.
We're getting closer.
Hey, Oz.
Oh, we just about got it. This is Felice. She's a computer expert. Oh, Mike, she is truly gifted.
So I see. Well, what's this?
Oh, that tied Captain Maxwell to another company. Felice isn't very verbal.
No, but her software speaks for itself. Oh, can I help you with that?
Felice, don't you worry about a thing. I'll return the computer to your place. See
Ozzie, would you please get rid of this thing?
Oh, yeah, sure.
It's very warm in here. When are they going to fix this window?
Mike,
Huh?
Far Eastern Exotics, that's the name that kept popping up on the ship's log. Hong Kong, Singapore, Cape Town, always a last-minute cargo. So I ran down Far Eastern Exotic.
Did you get any names?
Oh, the only one I can find was off of an invoice of David Cordell. Anyway, the cargo was listed as exotic animals, but the weight listed could be carried in a large suitcase.
Yeah, well, unless those exotic animals went on a radical diet, there's got to be something else in that suitcase.
Like?
I don't know. Ivory? Bone? Antique carvings?
Yeah, maybe. Anyway, this is the address. It's the company warehouse.
Okay, thanks. Here, buy yourself another computer.
No way. I prefer to work through Felice.
Uh-huh, and that's very hard work.
Yeah, but somebody's got to do it.
David Cordell was located in a low-rent district. It looked as if the only thing they smuggled in here was trash. Hi. Far Eastern Exotics?
Yes. We deal in savage beasts. You probably qualify.
It all depends on the mood I'm in. I'm looking for David Cordell.
Oscar. Oscar.
There you are.
Oscar.
Oscar, huh? Oh, cut your coat. There. Oh. I hope Oscar's a vegetarian.
Oh, I'm David Cordell. What can I do for you?
Mike Hammer. I'm a private investigator. Listen, I wanted to ask you a couple of questions about the late Captain James Maxwell.
I was his client.
Client? I heard you were his partner.
Oh, no. Jim and I were never partners. We just did some business together. I specialize in rare animals, yes. But Jim, he knew a lot of importers.
Some of them are dead, like Simon Rodeo, Gary.
Gary. Was he involved with that jade necklace thing?
Yeah, he was. Why?
Well, Tang jade is considered a national treasure by the Chinese government. It's illegal to buy or sell it. Not good. But listen, if he was a friend, I'm sorry.
Yeah, me too. Thanks. So long, Oscar. I didn't want to believe that Gary was involved in crooked dealings, but there were just too many loose ends.
Mike.
Hi. Sorry to bother you. Something's been on my mind. That necklace that Gary gave to Velda.
Listen, come on in. Let's talk about it. Now, what about this necklace?
Well, that's what I want to ask you. What do you know about it?
It's jade. It was expensive.
Very expensive. Very old and very illegal.
Illegal? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about smuggling. A big operation, millions of dollars worth, and Gary could have been right in the middle of it.
No, Mike. No. You're dead wrong.
Yeah? What makes you so sure?
Gary bought that necklace 4 months ago when he was in Paris for the fur showing. Let's see. Yeah. Here's the receipt.
$35,000.
Yeah, I know. I had to co-sign for the loan.
Did you know it was the Chinese national treasure?
You know Gary. When he said nothing's too good for Velda, he meant it.
Yeah, she's a very special lady. I guess that's why I've been a little crazy. Look, I know I've been kind of rough on you, and I'm sorry. I wish there was some way I could make up for it.
You do? Well, there is.
Huh?
get me one of those necklaces. You know, you're pretty special, too. Velda's lucky she has you.
Well, thanks. That's very nice. One more question.
The answer's yes. What's the question? I figured out what your problem is.
I didn't think I had one.
You do. You have a split personality.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Lying down and standing up. You're like two entirely different people.
Well, it keeps me from getting lonely. By the way.
Yeah?
I never had a chance to thank you for keeping an eye on Velda.
Yes, you did.
I did when?
About 17 minutes ago.
Oh, what else can I thank you for?
You hungry?
Always.
Want me to make you some eggs?
Well, I don't like breakfast as a rule.
How about a beer?
Sounds great.
I thought so.
You like one?
No, I won't drink beer.
Good idea.
Okay.
Theater here on A&E.
Here you go.
Mike, why is he after me?
I'm not sure. Possibly the same reason he was after Gary. You and he were partners. You could have shared the same information.
About what?
I don't know. But obviously the killer does. I wish I could ask him.
Stay with me, Mike.
As long as I can. Look, I called the police. They're on the way over here. They're going to give you some protection. What about this one?
Yeah. That's Gary at the last import-export show in Paris. It looks like he's having a jolly time.
Well, he was in jolly company. Do you know this guy?
No. I've never seen him before.
Gary, Maxwell, Simon, and Rhonda Rodale. 4 people in that photo, all attacked by the slasher. That just left the odd man out. Rodale. Are you sure you don't want to change into your fuzzy little cat suit?
Maxwell got too greedy.
And Simon Rodale?
He was gonna blow the whole thing.
Why Gary?
I didn't kill Gary.
Give me that.
I won't be needing him anymore.
Well, hello, honey bunch. So you're the one who killed Gary?
Gary was a problem. He was honest. And when he found out about my little operation...
Little operation? Is that what you call a few $1 million worth of smuggling?
I had no choice. I had to do it myself.
Now you're gonna have to kill me, if you can.
I can. But it's a shame. I like you, Mike. And I think you understand me.
Yes, I do. For enough money, you'd burn down an orphanage. Nice kitty. Okay, I just got nicked.
Safe to go in there?
Yeah. Feeding time is over. You don't mind dancing with a cripple, do you?
Well, I think I can handle you. Does it hurt much?
Only when I laugh.
Excuse me, can a working girl cut in?
Oh. Well, if you promise to give him back. Okay.
How you doing?
I'm doing fine. It's time I told you. As a boss, you're so-so. But as a friend, you're dynamite.
Oh, thanks, sweetheart. You're not so bad yourself.
Oh, I stopped by the office to catch up on the mail. There's a disconnect notice for the phone.
Again? Oh, it doesn't matter. It never rings anyway.
Well, I already gave them the usual tap dance. Just give me a few days. I'll be back in shape.
Looks like you're in pretty good shape now.
Thanks. He's all yours.
Did you miss me?
Oh, I didn't know what to do without you. was no way anyone could replace Velda's loss, but as long as I was around, she'd always have family in New York.
Tonight, Voyages uses the cutting edge of technology in a fascinating journey into the past at 10 Eastern, 11 Pacific. And now, Laura's life is in serious jeopardy. Next on Remington Steele, here on A&E.